All right, dear ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the Sports Center of the Far Eastern Federal University at the multinational underwater robotics competition and a World University robotics competition. I am here with Sergey Moon.
Hello.
Sergey is the director of the Center for Development of Robotics. My name is Ivan Pisarev, and I'm here representing this beautiful world of sports of underwater robotics. Our university and the city of Vladivostok is very well established as a center of underwater robotics, and Sergey and his fellow friends have invited me to host the show with you today. So we are at the swimming pool, and there is multiple international teams joining us for this show. As you can see on the screen, some teams will soon be getting prepared for the launching. We have a scuba diver, we have multiple international judges, and these teams are getting prepared for this show. So both Sergey and I, we will be commenting on what is going on the screen. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a wonderful event, and we see how some Chinese students are getting their robots, underwater vehicles prepared. So we see our international teams and the Russian participants, the organizers. There's a judge over here, photographers, media, and we'll soon also show you the underwater footage, and you would see how beautiful everything is. So Sergey, tell us how everything is going. How is this international event happening now?
Now we see the team. They have 3 minutes for sit up, and
for 3 minutes for every sit up.
Yeah, and after they have 15 minutes for 3 attempts.
Okay.
Each attempt will be 5 minutes.
Okay, so each attempt lasts 5 minutes.
Yeah, lasts 5 minutes, and we take best of these attempts to final score.
Okay, so there's going to be 3 attempts, and each team is going to take 3 attempts, or
each teams.
Okay, so it's not that one team is failing, and after that they would have to repeat. Each of them is taking 3 attempts, and based on this, you're getting their best scores, and based on this, there will be winners, right?
Yes, but tomorrow we have second big attempt. Second attempt include also 3 small attempts.
All right,
for 5 minutes.
So this is a very, very interesting type of sports. We see how we have people from different parts of Russia and different parts of China joining us for this show. We see a humongous interest in a local community to underwater robotics. Whoever you talk to in Vladivostok, they would always be very happy to discuss underwater robotics. It's our local sports. It's our local soccer or football. And there is a great interest to this sports amongst younger audiences. So I understand that in your robotics development center, you have, here, let's see, they're getting their first vehicle underwater already. They're preparing to launch it.
Yeah.
So, and they're putting it under the frame. So, Sergey, is the vehicle now in the launch position? What should we expect?
Yes, this white frame, it's a launch position under the red cycles on the bottom. We can see it on the underwater camera, number 3, please.
Very good. Director will soon show camera number 3 to us so that we will be able to see it. We can see it on our screen, and it's a wonderful, beautiful show. We hope that the audience will also soon see it. So, Sergey, please comment to us. What is going on now?
I think the team prepare the robots for launch. Yeah.
Okay, so it's now going down. Very good. So they have launched it, right? So we have just started. So, dear ladies and gentlemen, we're in a beautiful position of having started the show. This is the first device. This is the first vehicle. Sergey was just telling me that we do not call it devices. We call it vehicles, right?
Vehicle.
Very good. All right, very good. Okay, so it's moving.
Autonomous underwater vehicle, AUV.
Or also AUV. Okay, very good. So we see how the first one is already moving.
The vehicle must be follow the red pipe.
Red pipe.
Yeah, red pipe, and you see camera number seven.
They don't show it to us on camera number 7 yet. Can we ask you, director? Yes, very good.
Yeah.
Here it is.
They
So
need
it's
turn up green light and touch red square.
Okay, very good. So there's a red square
Yeah.
at the bottom that we can see, and the robot, the vehicle, should need to flash green. So we will see how it will flash green light. So it has just completed its first element, first section.
Yeah.
And now it's moving to the second section, and then we'll see how it will proceed. So, Sergey, can you please tell us about the second section? Okay,
Second, same section.
Okay, very good. So it flashes green again.
And you can see on camera number 8 how teammates
Are walking around.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're so nervous. This is a vehicle of their design. I would be super nervous if I were this young gentleman from China. It's very interesting.
Second section also good.
Very good.
And
so they have completed the second section.
Yeah.
Now they're moving to the third section. What is the third section about?
Third section is a bed sensor. It's simulated. No, it's accelerometer.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
So accelerometer measures how
Triangle,
fast it moves,
red
right?
triangle.
Okay, so it flashes green again.
Yeah,
and it turns around.
And turned around three.
3 rotations.
One rotation.
Oh, one rotation.
One
okay,
full
very
rotation.
Good. One full rotation.
Yeah.
Very good. Sergey, and how far can this vehicle go underwater? How many meters deep can it go? Is it for training purposes, or can it be used for real life? Look at this. This is so awesome.
Best depth for vehicle, it's when computer vision can recognize all images.
Okay, very good. So this is a smart technology. It's a computer vision.
Yeah.
And this vehicle realizes what it is doing.
It is a fourth segment.
Okay, the fourth segment. Very good.
Black square. Black square. It's a bed simulate black bed sensor.
Very good.
And a robot must drop a marker.
Okay, very
good. We don't saw it.
This is super interesting. This is super interesting mission. So I realize all of the vehicles will be going through the same mission, and we'll see how successful they are, right? So now the mission is to drop a marker. Has it dropped it? Not yet?
I didn't see.
You didn't see it yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's coming. All right.
I hope judges so
the judges can see that. Okay, so but it was still flashing green light. What does it mean? So it did not drop it.
That robot find red triangle.
Okay, very good. So computer vision allowed it to establish.
If robot turned up lights every segment, we count over the following the pipe.
Okay, very good. So this is a successfully completed segment. Okay, very good. What is the robot doing now? Has it completed all segments?
I think it recognizes number 1. It means dock station. Dock station where need to mooring.
Okay, so it's mooring. Okay, so Sergey, can you please tell us, is docking and mooring, is it the same? Docking and mooring, is it the same function, or is it different?
Yeah, it's the same function.
It's basically the same.
But the robot missed task with a green platform.
With a green platform.
Yeah.
So this red pipe is called smart cable, right? Okay, and so far it has only missed one segment.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, segments after the red pipe.
Okay. Oh, there was another one.
Yeah.
Okay, look how fastly it moves. So it's getting into the docking station.
I think it's success.
Okay, very good. So we see that it has docked into a section number 1, and it was assigned also position number 1. So it's a successful attempt, and we can only look at that. This is okay. So the participant, the designer, is so worried. Okay, it's docking. It has docked. Very successful attempt.
Yeah.
There's our scuba diver.
Yeah.
Who's going to help the vehicle?
No.
Who's removing
camera number 3? You can see.
Very good. Camera number 3. Can we? Okay. Very good. Very good. So we can see that the diver is removing the vehicle. How heavy is the vehicle? Is it like 20 kilograms?
Today morning I weighed all the vehicles, and these vehicles most heavy.
The heaviest one, okay.
Heaviest, 20 kilograms.
So 20 kilograms, so in pounds it would be like 60 pounds. So it's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
So one person can pull it out from the swimming pool, but it would still be heavy. So there are 2 persons. So the scuba diver is helping the team, and the teammates are looking at, what is he looking at now? Is it something went wrong, or are they turning it on, turning it off?
Maybe they want to change program. I don't see.
Okay, so there is Harbin Engineering University, and the team's name is Seung-Yoon.
And maybe they put market on the robot.
Okay.
I don't see.
Okay, and there's very kind scuba diver, a Russian scuba diver who is helping this international event. So they bring it back to the frame. Are they ready to start the mission again?
Yep.
All right, so this is going to be their 2nd attempt. Very interesting.
I think they have time just for 1 attempt.
Okay.
Full 1 attempt.
Okay, so because they have taken more time than needed.
Yeah.
We'll see. We wish this team, Harbin Engineering University, success with their 2nd attempt, so that they would be able to score high points. So these people are college students. They are in the age of about their 20s, early 20s. Sergey, how popular is underwater robotics in China?
In China, there are 3 regional competition, and more competition in Hong Kong, one more, and one more in Macau.
Okay, so there's a total of 5 regional competitions. Which of the regions of China is the strongest in underwater robotics?
I think team from Harbin University is the strongest in.
Surprisingly, because Harbin is located.
Just at AUV.
Oh, okay, AUV
categories.
All right.
In ROV categories, most strong is team from Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Well, I am surprised about Harbin, because even though Harbin is located on a river, still they're far away from the ocean. While Hong Kong is located on the coastline, and it's very popular amongst, I can imagine it would be very popular amongst local people who live by the sea to drive their underwater vehicles. Can you explain why in Harbin this is so popular? Why they have strong teams in Harbin?
I don't know.
All right. Do they use a local river?
Yeah.
For underwater robotics?
I think in Harbin there are association of shipment and engineering and architects of shipment.
Okay, shipbuilders, right?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Located there, and I don't know why.
Is it only for river shipbuilding?
No, it's
for naval as well.
Ocean sea.
Ocean-going vehicles.
Yeah.
Harbin is a very large city with a population of about 5 million people. It's the largest city, probably the largest city in northeastern China. And Harbin traditionally has had very strong and good relations with the Russian Far East, with the city of Vladivostok. We have a lot of exchanges between the Far Eastern Federal University and all other local universities in the Far Eastern Russia. and the universities in Harbin. But of course, northeast China is large, and there are other cities around it. Okay, so we see how the second attempt is being taken by the team from the Harbin Engineering University and how they move. So which segment are they on? Is it their first segment of the second attempt?
It is
Already.
third.
Okay,
third
it's
segment.
already the third one.
And fourth with
It's moving to the fourth one.
yeah, bed sensor.
What can you tell? Is it better now? Is it better in their second attempt as compared to the first one? Are they
I think
learning?
same.
It's the same.
Yeah, maybe it drops. It drop mark. It will
Okay,
drop
so now
marker.
the process of dropping marker. Can we say the dropping marker is
Yeah.
all
Drop,
right,
yeah.
very good. Successfully dropped the marker. Congratulations to team from Harbin Engineering University. Okay, so we see that on the black
On the black square.
there was their marker. Can you tell us if the number of the docking station would also change in their second attempt, or is it going to be the same? Number one. So before it was number one.
Props of the props in the of the mission mixed after all attempts of all teams.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. So, Sergey, can you please tell me, like, you know, you measure on functionality of your vehicles. Is there such a thing as aesthetics on how beautiful they look? Can the robots, underwater robots, be judged on how beautiful they are?
This robot looks like ROV.
Correct.
Yeah, but not AUV. AUV looks like a cigar mostly. Yeah.
Okay, very good.
But for competition, teams use this form. Therefore, because it's easily to programming.
Okay, very good. So it's easy to develop it, to program it. Okay, now it moves so fast. It moves like a human, with the speed of a human. So it's getting on the top of so it's reaching the surface.
No,
Not yet.
not yet.
Will it need to reach the surface? Is it before docking?
If will be in surface, time is attempt is over.
Okay. All right. So once the vehicle surfaces,
Yeah.
once it reaches the surface, then it's indicating us that it's done its mission. And that. Okay. So now, can we say it's like, you know, now looking into which segment to park? It's like a parking of your car.
Yeah, yeah.
Very similar.
So,
Okay. So it moves real fast now. All right. So it has just docked in less than 5 minutes. Sergey is notifying me that it's taken 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So will this attempt be counted? Will this attempt be counted? Is it a successful attempt?
yeah, I think it's better than first.
Okay.
But I don't didn't see what about fifth segment with a triangle. Maybe
All right.
not
Not
recognized.
successful.
Yes.
Okay. So in the first attempt, they had their one segment failed, and here in the second attempt, also possibly.
yeah,
we
yeah,
don't know.
possibly,
We don't
yeah.
know. We don't know. It will depend on the judges and what the judges will be telling us. This is such a beautiful view on the water.
I think team is finish his attempt, their attempt.
The attempt. Okay,
Yeah.
they're done. So we're going to have how many teams today? 5?
5 teams.
All right, very good.
6 teams.
Registered?
Huh?
6 teams had registered?
No, it's, the robot is broken.
Okay, so 6 teams have registered, but one of their robots has broken down,
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
that's why we have a total of 5 teams now. Now we have a diver who is going to take the vehicle from the docking station. I think the gentleman has a great job, because this is like, you know, if you love underwater everything, so this is a great opportunity for you to practice it.
underwater video provides
A great
by
insight.
provide by
Another.
ROV
Okay.
from our company,
Okay. Very good. So we have
Russian
traditional.
company.
We have traditional camera operators here for recording their videos and underwater operator installed in ROV.
Yeah.
Okay, and there is, you cannot see it, but to our left there is a gentleman who is working on filming on camera 3. So he is filming what is going on. So here our director is showing to us, and we see how the scuba diver is going under the water, how he is taking, how he's fixing the prop so that it would all look good, so that nothing would get broken. All right. So it's all under control of a scuba diver. And we see how, do we have the second team preparing yet? Or is it just the first one who has taken their...
First one.
It's the first one.
Yeah.
This is the first device. This is the first vehicle. So Sergey asked me to call it vehicles.
Vehicle?
I apologize for not calling it that way, Sergey. Okay, very good. So this is a design of the vehicle. It looks great. So we see that young people from Harbin are doing something important in life, that they're developing new technologies, and probably after graduation of from their university, they will find good use of their technology, and hopefully they will either get employed in the underwater industry or will even help develop new devices, such as AUVs and ROVs. And we see another team bringing their vehicle. Sergey, can you please tell us, it's a smaller vehicle, can you tell us why it is?
I think budget.
Okay, so it's a cheaper one.
Yeah.
Okay, it's called Dragon Leap. Oh,
Leap. Dragon Leap.
Dragon Leap. Okay, okay, because we cannot fully see it here on the screen.
Unfortunately, I need to go.
Right,
we
Sergey.
have one team of online.
All right,
And
please
I
join
need
us
to
online.
touch this team.
All right, all right. Thank you very much, Sergey, for joining us for the show. And I will now stay alone. Hopefully, some Chinese participants would also be able to join me for the discussion and explain it. So we see how the second team is putting their submersible vehicle into the frame. So they're testing it, how it would go. It's a smaller device. Now they have surfaced it. And this is how it looks like. Very beautiful device. Full of wires, thrusters, some payload. And we'll see how this team would also proceed. All right, we'll just waiting. All right, so the team is getting prepared, and we see a Russian judge standing nearby. It's a pretty hot weather now in Vladivostok, and because we're in a swimming pool, it feels a little humid, and it also rains outside. Okay, now we see how the team 2 is putting their vehicle underwater into the frame, so they're ready to launch it. And the Russian judge is telling them that they're launching time-wise. Okay, so we see how it's actually started to move. So the vehicle is moving to segment 1. We'll see how it successfully completes its mission. It would need to flash green to us. This is not happening yet, but we will see how it will all go. Okay, it flashes green, so it has just completed its segment number 1, and we see Chinese participants being slightly nervous about how their vehicle is proceeding. Okay, so it continues going. It has moved slightly off the smart grid, smartly off the smart cable, and there's a scuba diver to help the team. All right, so this is probably going to lead to another attempt. Okay, so the diver has brought it to the team, and now the team member is holding it. All right, so the operator is pulling it out, fixing something with it. Okay, so they pulled it out. They have surfaced their vehicle. They're doing something to fix the issue that they have encountered. Can I please ask the director to show us the team name and which university it represents, if this is possible? So we have the Dragon Leap of Shenzhen Technology University representing Shenzhen, China. So we know that Shenzhen is one of the leading scientific research and development technological hubs in China. So it's not surprising that, okay, so they are starting their second attempt. We see how the water is bubbling around the frame. We hope that the Dragon Leap will be successful in this new attempt. We see how judges are carefully watching what is going on in the pool, both Russian and Chinese judges. Okay, so it seems like it's moving. So it's moving again. Let us wish the team of Shenzhen Technology University success in their second attempt. So they're flashing green, so that means that they have completed the first segment. And now it's moving slightly offshore, slightly away from the segment. This does happen in the new circumstance because this swimming pool is new for the Chinese team. They probably have well-practiced it back home in their domestic swimming pool, but here the new swimming pool itself creates certain difficulties, and maybe the programming does not encounter this new swimming pool and is better adjusted for the swimming pools that they're using in Shenzhen. But everybody still learns from mistakes, from the errors, as this will make the team even stronger. We hope that they would succeed in their new attempt, so they're trying to fix it. So it's very intense competition. We see how the teams are slightly worried. So they're trying to fix their code. Can I please ask the director of our show to bring us to camera number 7? Okay, so this is something they're working on. Their software piece that they're using to manipulate their vehicle. And we hope that the nervousness of the team would get resolved. This is something that every team confronts in their daily routine. Underwater robotics is not only looks beautiful from the outside, but also implies addressing multiple issues with the development of technology, is seeing how the software can uh, better control the device. Okay, so the designer of this vehicle is working real hard on fixing the issue, trying to understand what is going on. We hope they succeed in completing and fixing their mission. There's two participants who are working on a device. In the meantime, as the team is getting prepared, let me briefly tell you about the university that they represent. This is Shenzhen Technology University. They have a very beautiful website. They have multiple schools. It's their universities. They have a school of music, school of foreign languages, college of pharmacy, college of urban transportation and logistics. So this would be very useful technology for logistics. They have graduate schools there as well. A very interesting school they have is Sino-German College of Intellectual Manufacturing. So this is a beautiful piece of intelligent manufacturing that they're developing at Shenzhen Technology University. They also have College of Health Science and Environmental Engineering, Future Technology School, where they're developing technologies like this one. They're actually very big on technology in Shenzhen. They, as a part of their Shenzhen Technology University, they have College of Integrated Circuits and optotelemetric chips, which they might be using in this device. Surprisingly, they also have a College of Fashion Technology, School of Design and Innovation, College of Engineering Physics. All of these schools could contribute to the development of better technology. College of Big Data in Internet, College of New Materials and Engineers, Quality Standards Academy. They also have business school, which can help them promote the technologies that the students are developing. So College of Sports and Arts is also one of their schools. So Shenzhen is located in the province of Guangdong in southern China, not far away from the Pearl River, the delta of Pearl River that brings together multiple cities such as Shenzhen, Guangdong, Shenzhen, Hong Kong, Zhongshan, and other 6 larger cities that make a major contribution to the economy of southern China. So this is probably this specific city that accelerates Chinese economy dramatically. So now let's see on so what Wikipedia has to say about it. Shenzhen Technology University is actually apparently pretty new. So it was only established in the year 2018, so 6 years ago. They have just released the first batch of students. So it's a municipal public university located in Pingshan district of Shenzhen in Guangdong province, China. The university is funded by the Shenzhen Municipal Education Bureau. So it's a new university, new teams, everything is super exciting in China now. And you see how the pool is waiting for the device, the vehicle to be placed on it, so that the students could practice their second attempt. So and we see how the captain of the team is doing something to fix the code so that the vehicle would better understand the environment of the pool. give some compassion to to the team because they're working real hard on fixing the issue. They're probably the most nervous people on Earth now, as they need to fix the bugs that have occurred in their device. And we see how interesting this is because it's not only a competition of technology, but also it's a competition of nervous systems. Whoever would be the strongest in competing. So we need to see students how they cope with their nervous reactions. Apparently this is not the first time when they're trying to fix the issues with their vehicle. So our show director is showing us the swimming pool. On the left of our screen you can see a yellowish, orangish underwater device from where we see the filming. Okay, so apparently the team is ready to try yet another attempt to launch their mission again. And on camera 3 we see how our robot is moving underwater to show us, okay, so it's moving. So this is yet another attempt by Shenzhen Technology University team, the Leaping Dragon, and their underwater a robot doesn't actually look like a dragon. China has a very interesting mythology of dragons. In Chinese culture, there's nine major dragons, which all have their different functions. Okay, so it flashes green, meaning to say that it has just completed the first segment successfully. It's moving, as the captain is fully enthusiastic about the movement of their vehicle. And on camera 3 we can see how it's moving along the orange, along the smart cable. So we see how it's moving. So it's now moving to another segment. It makes a rotation. And now the director of our show is showing us how it looks underwater from camera 3. And the girl is a little excited, overly excited, and a little nervous about success of their mission. We see how the device rotates around underwater. It flashes green, meaning to say it has completed this segment and is coming back to the previous segment to complete it, complete the mission there. Okay, it's descending, going a little closer to the segment, to the square of the segment. And it's coming back again to the previous segment. It would be very interesting to understand what the captain is thinking, why he's decided to make a mission like this. As we go backwards. So maybe the captain decided to relaunch the mission and start the next attempt. It would already be the third attempt. If we correctly understand, we have already taken 2 attempts. All right. right. What is he thinking? What are the judges deciding? So the judges are talking to the what the judges would decide, we would learn more about a little later on. We see how the device is now being located near the frame, near the starting position. So the judges are deciding what to do, what sort of grade score to give to the team. And the team members are taking their time to elaborate on what is going on. The team members are deciding, and apparently now the destiny of their scores is in the hands of the judges. The judges are giving their final scores. Or they're explaining to the team members. They're explaining to the team members on what they have decided. And the team members are signing their agreement to the scores. And we see Russian students in green t-shirts helping the teams. For that, we have hired sinology students. Sinology is a field of research that studies China. So we have a lot of students here as a Far Eastern Federal University studying Chinese. And they're extremely helpful in this sort of event where international teams from China are coming over, and oftentimes they require assistance, so that the locals would explain them or would offer them assistance. So the Dragon Leap is done with their mission. So they represent Shenzhen, China, Shenzhen Technology University, which is brand new, which has been around only for 6 years and was founded in year 2018. We see how other teams will get prepared for launching their missions. This is all very interesting. So the teams are taking their times. All right, and we see how the new team, the third team, is coming through. The third team is getting ready for launching their vehicles. They just brought in the directors now showing us what they're doing. So this is the Naval University of Engineering from Wuhan, China. So Wuhan is located in the central part of China. This is what their vehicle looks like. Also very good looking, astonishing piece of technology that they are ready to put into the frame and release it for a mission completion. This is their computer vision, the camera which is showing where the device is going underwater. So PLA, Naval University of Engineering, PLA stands for People's Liberation Army of China. We see how the team is getting prepared. So they're having their final checks. So the website of the university is telling us that PLA, Naval University of Engineering, is a national key university administered by People's Liberation Army Navy. So they are not part of the Ministry of Education, like most of other universities in China. So PLA Naval University of Engineering is located in Wuhan, Hebei Province, China. So it has 2 campuses, 5 colleges and 7 departments, with 20 specialties for undergraduates. Okay, so they are putting their vehicle into the frame, making it ready to launch their mission. Okay, so the vehicle is under the water, is ready to start the mission. All right, we see the bubbles underwater. Okay, so it's descending. It has a very good lighting equipment on board as a part of its payload. You can see where it's moving. But it's moving slightly offside, away from the smart cable, the red cable which guides the teams into their missions. And you can see underwater that our diver is helping the team recover to their mission. So we have our judge who has joined us. What is your name?
Sun.
So we have Sun. Sun, you are one of Chinese judges, right?
Yes.
Very good. Are you from a particular university?
Harbin University.
Okay, very good. Harbin Engineering University. We have just seen your team. I was commenting on your team.
Yeah.
We have our judge from Harbin Engineering University joining us. Can you please say your name again?
Wang Sun.
Wang Sung.
Yeah.
Okay, Wang Sung is representing a group of Chinese judges here. Are you a professor at the university?
I
您是不是老师?
know. But a new teacher.
Okay, you're a new professor at your
Yeah.
university. Very good. Can we please show on camera 7 so that can we ask the director to show camera 7, please, so that here we have Sheng. You're on the video camera over here.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sheng has joined us for this discussion. Sheng, why underwater robotics is so popular in Harbin? Because Harbin has a very powerful, strong team.
Yeah, that's my question. But maybe our school is more acknowledged in underwater robotics.
In underwater robotics, because you're
Yes.
one of the strongest teams in China.
Yeah.
So Sergey Moon from the Center of Robotics Development was telling me that you're very strong, along with robotics centers in Hong Kong. So
Okay.
you in Harbin and people in Hong Kong are very strong. Out of the 5 regional schools,
Region school.
yeah, so you have 5 larger competitions in China. So 3 national competitions.
3.
And 1 competition in Macau, Aumen, and one in Hong Kong.
Okay.
Okay, so the team is ready to launch their vehicle. They're putting it under the frame. Hopefully, their second attempt would be more successful. What do you think about this device from PLA Naval University Engineering from Wuhan?
I think that the vehicle is very good. Maybe how
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
I think the vehicle of the university is very good. Maybe they need more practice.
They need to have more practice.
Yeah.
How old is this? Their first year students, second year students, third year students?
Me?
No, them.
Them.
So
they
they're
are
in their second year, in their third year.
no. They have participated in many times.
They have spent much time doing this. Okay, so we see that the segment number 1 is being covered.
Yeah.
So the first segment of the red smart cable,
Yeah.
and hopefully they will be able to move into the second segment. We need to see how they will flash green, to show green light.
Yeah.
So apparently they're showing they're flashing green now above
Green
their.
Yes, green. I mean
They completed the mission.
Yeah.
They ended the mission. Okay, very good. So they ended the segment. Now our underwater camera is showing the position of the Wuhan Engineering University, Naval Engineering University. Okay, they're getting closer. They're being around it, around the segment. They're working on the segment with their thrustles, which is helping to maneuver the vehicle. Okay. So they have very strong source of light in underwater. It's moving around. So this is already segment number 2. This was the first segment, the second segment, so this is number 2, segment number 2.
Number 2.
So it's trying to adjust itself to segment number 2.
But he has turned around.
And apparently the students are also having a difficult time. So the device is moving around. So it's rotating. It's rotating, moving around, and getting itself ready for the new segment. So it has just completed, or it is completing, the second segment, being ready to get onto. But it has rotated already several times. Do we know? Do they need to rotate only once, or twice?
Only once.
Only once. Only once
Yes.
is enough.
Only once. Enough.
Okay, so the vehicle is moving slightly away from the smart cable. It needs to return. It needs to return to the segment number 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so it would need to find a way how to return. So our camera underwater is showing that it's slightly off the smart cable. It should return back to the smart cable. So it has moved to a wrong segment.
They passed the circle.
Okay, and our scuba diver is helping guide it back. So this is probably means that this is going to be require another attempt. So our diver is bringing the vehicle back to the designers. Very good, and so the students are pulling it out. Hopefully it will do a better job now again. So this is a good-looking AUV, autonomous unmanned vehicle. How old are the students? How old are the students?
Maybe 20.
As in their 20s?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So they're preparing their AUV for a second attempt. They're fixing something in the code, and there are 2 members of the team. How many members? How many students are there in the team usually? Usually 2 only, or there can be 3 or 4?
Only 2 in the place.
Okay, so 2 of them are
of them.
here,
Yeah.
right in the pool. And how many are there usually?
Maybe 5 or 6.
5 or 6 people.
Yeah.
What do they do? So one is there one captain?
Yeah.
There's one captain
and one software.
software
one
designer,
and one mechanical and
electrical engineer,
yeah, and some practice.
and practitioners,
Yes.
so who practice it. Okay, so we see that it's starting at second attempt. So it is leaving the frame. It's moving along the red smart cable. So lighting everything. Is this a good lighting? Is this too much lighting?
No, maybe how to scan the marker.
So for seeing the markers better. Okay. So is it better to have more lighting?
More lighting?
Is it better to have more lighting?
No, maybe good for this team.
Okay, for this team. Okay, so this is a good option for this team.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So they're now moving to the first segment. Okay, so the vehicle is moving slowly, and they have just gone into their first segment, as they have just left the frame. So this is the beginning of their second attempt. Apparently, they're getting successful in their first segment. Okay, they're getting closer to the first segment, and the captain is watching what is happening. Okay, it moves slightly away. It moves slightly away from the red cable, red smart cable. It's rotating. We see how it's moving around. It's rotating over. It's rotating over the segment.
Okay.
Over the red cable. So apparently the device is having hard times understanding where it is, because it needs to go back to the first segment where it has already been. On which segment do they need to rotate? On the first segment, on the second segment, or on the third? Where do they need to rotate?
The first, the rectangle, maybe.
The number 4?
Yeah.
Okay, but it started to rotate a little earlier. Okay, and the captain is signing the documents. And so the Russian diver is bringing the device back. Okay, the thrusts are moving real fast. Okay, so the team member is adjusting the device again. We see how this is going. Okay, so they're talking to the judges about the results. So the judges are informing the team from Wuhan about their attempt results. The Wuhan team has a very beautiful AUV. So the Russian judge and the Chinese judge are discussing. All right, apparently we will now be moving as the Wuhan team is putting together their vehicle. We have 2 more teams to come. They are on their way. The Wuhan team is taking their device. Who will be the next one? Who is the next team?
Maybe also university. I don't know.
University, another university team?
Maybe, I don't know.
Let's see who that could be. We have had Harbin Engineering University. Shenzhen Technology University, we have already had.
Oh,
Naval University of Engineering from Wuhan. And
that's
now
the
we're
Dalian.
waiting for Dalian University of Technology as well.
Yes.
See how they will move on with their 3 attempts. And we're sitting here waiting for.
No.
Okay, here they are.
No.
It's a Russian team.
Yeah.
The Russian team is bringing their device. Very good. The Russian team is preparing their device. This is so humid now in Vladivostok and so hot. We can hardly see here. We can hardly tolerate it. Is it cold in Harbin now?
Yeah.
It is.
Maybe, but more. It's just 20
degrees. 20 degrees Celsius. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice weather in Harbin now.
Yeah. It's cold in winter. Winter is very cold.
Yeah, winter is very cold.
Yeah.
I have been to Harbin in winter and it's like minus 40. It's super cold.
Super cold.
Okay, so the Russian judge is talking to the Russian team now. They're discussing how they would launch their vehicle, which they already put ready to be launched. As Sergei was suggesting, the AUV AUVs actually look like cigars. They're long. Oh, here it is. They're putting it into the frame, and we'll see how it moves. Okay, so they have semi-submersed it. We'll probably need to wait a little more to see when it becomes fully ready. Okay. You see the team is getting prepared with their code. They did not fully submerge it. All right, so the vehicle is almost ready. They have tested their engines. Can we please ask the director to show us the name of the team? So this is Geeky PY representing Far Eastern Federal University and IMTP from Vladivostok, Russia. Geeky PY. Okay, so the Vladivostok team is already having its vehicle launched. It slowly moves under the water, seeing different. We wonder if it actually sees the segments. Apparently it's moving a little too fast. It probably does not recognize the segments. It's moving along the segments real fast. Okay, it has completed its journey along the red smart cable. It actually moves along the red smart cable, but it doesn't complete the missions. We'll see how it will do. Maybe it's just like a test flight.
Maybe
It's coming back. It moves too fast. So the scuba diver is helping us get the device back. The team member is taking it. Okay, so the scuba diver is also getting a part of their device. Okay, so they're launching it again. Okay, so the second attempt of the FEFU team, of the Russian team, that we see here on the screen. So GeekPY, FEFU, and IMTP team from Vladivostok, Russia. Okay, so they're almost ready. Sung, do you participate in events like this in China?
Yeah.
You're a judge in many events, right?
Yeah. Many times. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Where did you have? Okay, so the Russian team is ready. They're hand holding. Okay, so it starts to move. There's even an antenna. What is the antenna for?
Maybe just
To receive signal?
get a GPS.
To
or
get a GPS
to
signal?
navigation. How to go with the line.
Okay, very good. So the Russian team is about to start their mission, their second attempt. The captain is hand holding the device. Looks good. Let us wish them luck. How do you say good luck in Chinese?
好运，祝你好运。
周瑜好运, Russian team. Okay, very good. So the second attempt is starting. So we see how the team is going. Oh my God, look at that. This is such a dramatic move. The device is moving along the red cable, but it doesn't stop over the segments. This is the second attempt. So this is a royal walk. The device is walking like a king along the red cable. It moves like a beautiful dolphin. Slowly, intelligently, but unfortunately missing some of the segments, if not all of them. It's a beautiful device, right, Sung?
Yeah.
It looks good, but again, it missed the segments. Looks awesome here. So we probably are going to expect the scuba diver to help us with this device. Looks awesome. Our device is actually moving back. It's surfacing, or it's not. Well, it decided not to surface any longer. It's coming back. It's moving on its own. It's not waiting for any humans to tell it what to do. It decides on its own what it will want to do. So it's getting closer. It's coming back to the segments. Okay, so it's getting to the second segment. At the second segment it is. So we hope that it will be able to land at least at one of the segments. Please, please, baby, get us onto the segment. Do not dock. This is so fast. Oh my God, no. Well, apparently it wants to dock. It's getting into the docking station. It recognized the docking station. And it's moving thoroughly. It's a very decisive piece of technology. It wants to dock and it will dock. Believe me, it will dock. Okay, it's been slightly aggressive against the docking station. It wants to break in into the party at the docking station. We have a big number of Chinese team members here. And apparently the scuba diver is ready to offer some of his assistance to the vehicle. We see how the scuba diver is going underwater to reclaim the vehicle, and it's going to look good. Okay, so the diver is pulling back the device and maneuvers the device back to the Russian team, and we'll see how the Russian team will try its third attempt. So the FEFU team, the Chinese and the Russian judge are talking to the FEFU team, explaining them the situation. So the Chinese judge and the Russian judge are making their final decisions on the first and the second attempt. Sung, can you please tell me about this device that the director of our show is showing to us now? So where it has the eyes. These are the two eyes, right?
Yes.
So the artificial vision, right?
Yeah.
Artificial vision. Why doesn't it have a lot of light sources?
Maybe
Maybe what?
maybe most vehicle use the still camera
Still okay.
to scan the
To scan the surface.
and water, and too much light maybe help her to capture.
Okay. So too much light is actually also bad, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So they need to find the balance in terms of how much light they offer on their journey, on their tour, on their mission.
Yeah.
Very good. This is very interesting. This is such a beautiful sport.
Yeah.
I never expected that this would be such a beautiful sport, and it's evolving. It's becoming more and more popular. I personally wanted to get on board of all of this for about 10 years.
Oh, okay.
And it's very interesting how it's becoming more and more popular. Is it popular amongst Chinese students?
Yes.
It's very popular.
Very popular.
Okay. So in your competitions, how many teams participate?
My competition, I have participated in.
Can you please speak louder?
Okay, more than 10.
10?
Yeah.
Over 10
Yeah.
teams. Okay, are they all teams from Harbin, or are they other teams from other parts of China's northeast?
Some from Korean University and
Korean universities.
Yeah.
Wow, even Korean universities do that. How big is underwater robotics in Korea? How big?
No Korea.
Oh, not Korea.
Just the Harbin University and the other parts of the China, maybe.
Northeast China. Okay.
Yeah.
Where is underwater robotics is also big in China?
Also
Other than Harbin, Hong Kong, where else?
Maybe Xi'an.
Xi'an?
Yeah.
But Xi'an is not located on the.
But they have a famous university.
Okay, they have famous university. Even
Yeah.
though Xi'an is not located on the near the ocean, it's not. But it's still like, okay, so this is popular. So apparently what we can tell about the geography of underwater robotics in China is that it has to be a large university.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be very close to the coastal line, right?
Because in water robotics, you must practice in the pool or in the swimming pool.
Correct. Okay, so you have to practice it in the pool.
Yeah.
You don't have to practice it.
You need more and more practice so you can get.
All right, so the Russian team is
race.
moving. Let's see how the Russian team. Oh my God, this is so exciting. So the Russian team is taking their third attempt to move along the red cable. And it does move along the red cable, but without stopping too much, unfortunately. We would want to see how they stop on each of these segments. So this is another royal walk. So the Russian team is very good at following the smart red cable, but it doesn't stop on the segments, unfortunately. So now it has gotten to number 1. Number 1 is telling us that this is the name of the docking station. So the Russian team, it looks very serious, and because Russians never smile, so we all look very serious. Do Chinese smile a lot?
Yeah.
Chinese do smile.
Yeah.
Who smiles more, Russians or Chinese?
Maybe both.
Both. Okay, both are in business of smiling.
Yeah.
Everybody can smile, but everybody looks serious. Oh my God, look at this. They're docking. They're docking. They have just docked. They have successfully docked in the docking station. They were meant to be docking as number 1, and they got into the docking station number 1. So they have successfully docked, but we don't know if that would be enough for them, if the judges will consider this mission to be fully successful, because we don't know about their position on the segments. So we don't know if the segments were successfully completed. Okay, so the Russian vehicle surfaces. So it's now on the very top, and it's a good-looking piece of technology. Far Eastern Federal University is one of the leaders from this perspective, and we see that with the development of centers like Center for Development of Robotics in Vladivostok, this is becoming very common in Vladivostok, and Russian students, both high school students and college students, are very, very lucky to have this center because it not only promotes the underwater robotics but also regular robotics. So we see how a Russian diver is helping the teams retrieve their underwater piece of technology. So the Russian team is getting it back. It's apparently very heavy, because the captain of the team was having a difficult time holding it. And there's another piece of device that they were able to collect from the submersible vehicle. So it's pretty heavy. You look how the Russian student is holding it, is carrying it. Look at this. That is a very enthusiastic competition. We see a lot of students coming over, worrying about the success of their mission. We have international participants here. The Chinese organizers are very worried, and they want all teams to win, both Russian and Chinese teams. We are very happy to have Chinese team here, multiple Chinese teams, and we are very happy to see this partnership between the Russian universities and Chinese universities in development of underwater robotics. This is such a great project, and this should be happening more often. Sergey Moon, I'm talking to you. We need to have more events like this. Not every 2 years, but like every year. And it will definitely attract a lot of international attention. We'll see how this program is moving further. And we need to do efforts. The university should be starting more and more of underwater robotics centers, right, Sung? So Sung says yes, and this technology should be developing in China and in Russia and all of Northeast Asia and Asia Pacific. You see, there's a lot of friendship between Russian universities and Chinese universities. There's a lot of friendship between the Russians and the Chinese. So this is pretty interesting. So this gentleman from China is a little puzzled about how everything develops today. Do we have more teams? Will we have a team from Dalian today?
Dalian team.
Do you know if the Dalian team will join us today?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah. Maybe
okay.
Next.
All right. All right, so the judges are deciding on what to do. We see the Chinese participants discussing how the teams were proceeding. So the judge from China is explaining the situation to the members of the Chinese teams of their successes and their failures. So this is a true international partnership. We see how Chinese and Russians are discussing how their teams are doing, because most of these people are actually college professors and they're teaching their students, and it's very important and dramatically important for the future of the leadership of both countries in developments of underwater robotics. And we're having a very beautiful facility here at the Far Eastern Federal University. We're in one of the few swimming pools of the university. So this is a university where students can come and swim. I personally like swimming here, not as this swimming pool, but one of the other swimming pools around. And this is such a great thing because students can participate in all of this, both in winter, in spring, and summertime. So underwater robotics can develop at any time without waiting for warmer part of the year. Son, can you please tell me, do you do underwater robotics in Sungari River in Harbin?
Yeah.
You also dive in the river, right?
They were in the river, but they are not.
Where does he dive more? Does he dive more in the river or in the swimming pool?
In swimming pool.
In the swimming pools.
Yeah.
So this is their training ground.
Yeah.
This is where they would need to do that. Very good. So this is very interesting how this is developing, and apparently many teams have come to this event today, and we have seen how they succeeded, or some of them not always succeeded but slightly failed, and we will see the development of this technology in the future. Sang, come back to Russia again for this sort of events.
I'm aware.
Because we want it to be international. We want to see how it's going and how robotics, underwater robotics, is developing. Okay. This is extremely important for the Russian students and the Chinese students and all students around the world from those countries who are located nearby the seas, the coastal nations. So among the coastal nations, we also have Japan, Korea, Vietnam, Thailand, Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia. These are the countries where we can develop underwater robotics. And it should be a world event. There should be more and more teams coming over to participate, to develop underwater robotics, and without it we see no future. Because, for example, drones are very popular. Drones in the air are very popular. But we also need to see how this technology, how underwater vehicles should also become popular.
Okay.
So that it would become hobby for many people. I want to make underwater robotics my hobby.
Your hobby?
I want to. So this is the first time I encounter underwater robotics as a professional, and this should have very bright and beautiful future. Yeah. Because this is a very interesting hobby for many students, so that they would know how to do underwater research, underwater resources, how to ensure the health of oceans, of the seas, so that there would be no pollution, so that we would be able to see how it could actually go. And such international collaboration between countries, between students, between professors, between universities are vital. They are very important for how we could see international partnerships developing. Sean, do you know if we will have other teams today? If more of them are coming?
Yeah, we have other people.
There's another team.
Yeah.
Okay, how many more teams? Do you know?
6.
There's 6.
6 teams total.
So 6 teams joining us today?
Yes.
Okay.
And today and tomorrow is also 6 teams.
Okay. So tomorrow we're going to have it at 9 o'clock in the morning here?
Yes.
Okay.
9 o'clock.
So it looks all very good. So the 6 teams tomorrow, and are there more teams today?
16 tomorrow, maybe this team just practice. And
Okay,
the
so
competition
teams will be practicing, and after that they will be having their participation and events. Okay, so the judges are a little busy discussing tomorrow. All right, so Sheng is leaving us. Thank you very much, Shen. It's been a great pleasure.
Yeah,
thank you so
very
much.
See you later.
All right, see you later. So Sung has just left us, and we'll see how it will continue later on. We'll see if we have more teams joining us today. It's a very interesting show. All teams have brought in their interesting devices, which look unique and which offer multiple opportunities for the future development. I hope they will become professionals in this field, because the underwater world is so much unexplored and so much is required to be done to develop new technologies so that humans could explore it. Did you know that underwater there's such thing as mountains? Just like a regular landscape, they would have mountains. And there's about 9,000 larger mountains underwater, and only 300 of them are explored. So we have explored only about several % of underwater surface. So we should protect the ocean. We should make it a clean environment. And as we see now, another team is coming over. So now another team has brought it. It's AUV, autonomous unmanned vehicle, and apparently it's very heavy. So one person is just having a hard time carrying it. So Seung Hoon, another team from Harbin Engineering University. We have already had the first team joining us in the very beginning. So this is their second team. Or is it actually the same people? This might be the same team. We'll see how it goes. Okay, they're looking again at their device. They're preparing their device. This is what the device looks like. It's a good-looking, intelligent piece of technology. Okay, and the journalists are taking good care of it, video filming what's going on here. There's more and more cameramen. There's significant media interest to this event, and we'll see how websites of the universities and colleges will publish this information tomorrow, how it will become big news in the media. Because of course it does require attention from the audience of young people, so that more and more of them could engage into underwater robotics, both professionally and as hobbyists. Because this is a great hobby, because you could be an electric engineer, you could be a software designer, you could be a mechanic engineer to bring this technology together. It would be interesting to see how this technology evolves over time to appear more aesthetic. So it would have more beautiful shapes, or maybe it could imitate underwater animals. So we see they're detaching the cable now, the tether. Okay, they're making another attempt. So the team is ready to launch their underwater vehicle. It would be very interesting to see if they succeed in completing their mission. So the mission again includes going on top of this red smart cable and covering all segments, and finally docking into the docking station. On the way, the underwater device should flash green light several times, indicating that it has completed its segment, each of the segments. And after that, we'll see how it will continue going by making a one full rotation and docking at the end. So we welcome Harbin Engineering University and their team of Xinghun, who is who we believe will try its best to navigate through the difficulty of the smart cable. All the props. It would also need to drop a marker on the black square. So this is a very difficult engineering task to complete this mission. It has taken the living animals millions of years to ensure similar functionality from evolution perspective, but we see how these young people from Russia and China are doing their best to make sure that their technology evolves real fast, so that their vehicles could be just as smart as wild animals are. This is what they will be doing in the future. You look at them, and they're just clumsy teenagers now, but apparently they will become more and more experienced, more and more professional, and we see future professors in underwater engineering. They're slightly scared because they're young, but nonetheless, as they expose themselves to this technology at such a young age, we hope that they will be able to successfully start and continue with their underwater robotics careers to make us ordinary people excited about the world of the oceans and the seas and the lakes and the rivers, of everything we see around. This is apparently a very interesting development. So members of the Chinese team are moving as their devices underwater are also moving. And we see how, oh my God, look at that, it has dropped the marker. I'm not sure if it has dropped it successfully, but it continues going, so it flashes green, so that means that it has successfully completed one of the segments of their mission. So we see at least 2 segments out of 4 being successfully completed, more or less successfully. And it's coming closer to the end of its smart cable passage. And as it passes, it also flashes green again, indicating a successful completion of a segment. It continues going until it reaches number 1. And number 1 here indicates one of the 3 segments of the docking station. If it has number 1, then it means that it would need to dock into segment number 1. We see how it happens underground, underwater. We have our underwater cameraman who is filming this for us on their remotely controlled underwater vehicle. So the docking station 1, 2, 3. Let's see how it will dock, if it will dock correctly into segment number 2, segment number 3. Let's wish luck to this team. This is a great opportunity for young scholars and young students from China to compete internationally, and for Russian students as well, because this is a major event for students, for sports of students. So this is a combination, beautiful combination of sports, engineering, passion. So the diver is taking the vehicle so there's some sort of criticism of the Russian scuba diver Okay, so he's leaving this device alone so that it would be able to... No, apparently no. Apparently he brings it back into the station, but the judges complain. Okay, so they're pulling out their vehicle. All right, they're hand holding it. Apparently the team is having some questions. Okay, so they're okaying another attempt, probably. So their students are saying they're ready to launch it again. As the Russian judge is waiting. Okay, so underwater we can see the journey. So what we see is this black square is the square on top of which the team should drop their markers. So this is to imitate some action in the real underwater situation when the underwater vehicle would be doing something, for example, marking the place where of certain casualty or a certain accident, marine accident, or where people have died or something. So this is imitation of real underwater life situations where underwater vehicles could be very helpful in terms of saving some resources or saving lives of people or indicating something that has marked underwater. So the rescue operations would later proceed in completing the mission and getting the information on what happened somewhere underwater. We see how the students are watching what went wrong with their underwater device, underwater vehicle. They are reading the code and see what might go wrong with the code, while the other team members are hand-holding the device, making it ready to be launched again. So they have taken away the tether, the cable, and apparently it's moving. Let us wish it luck. Or as Chinese would say, jiayou. Singhorn is being launched from Harbin Engineering University, from Harbin, China. So this is the sixth team that we have so far. It's descending, getting closer to the red smart cable, and it's moving to the first segment. Let's see how it will complete it. Okay, very good. It flashes green. That means that it has successfully completed the segment. Okay, so the green light for us is an indication that everything is going smoothly. Okay, and it's moving to the next segment. Flashing green, indicating successful completion of the mission. Very good, so it's getting closer to the second segment, and again it flashes green. Oh my god, look at this, this is so much success. Not many teams have flashed two lights simultaneously, and the team is worried about it. So apparently we might even be seeing one of the champions of this event. MURC have been successfully developing their technology to complete its mission. Okay, so it's completed segment number 2, and it's now moving to segment number 3. And we will see how it flashes green here, or if it doesn't. Oh my God, look at that. So it flashes a 3rd time. We haven't seen this since the beginning of this event, that the same underwater vehicle would flash it 3 times. Very good. So it's moving slightly upwards. It's hanging in the water. We are always tempted to say it's hanging in the air, but apparently it's not air, of course. So it has rotated around. So it would need to make a full rotation. Now it's half done with this segment. So it rotates, continuous rotation, so it has completed 100% rotation. So 360 degrees rotation has just occurred, and it's flashing green again. It has completed this segment as well. Now we're seeing how it will drop a marker. This is the most exciting thing. Let's see if it drops a marker. 1, 2, 3. Go, baby. Drop us something. Oh my God, everybody is so excited. Where is it? Where is it? We need to see it. Well, we didn't see it dropping a marker, but it has gotten into a new segment, and it flashes green, indicating a successful completion of this segment. It's rotating around again, and it continues going. Continues a full cycle of rotation, and continues going along along the smart trade cable. It's doing real good. So Harbin Engineering University is doing very good. It rotates again. I'm just wondering if it would want to return back to the dropping segment, or just deciding not to. So it rotated again. A little undecisive young vehicle. So the team is super excited, super nervous about successful completion. So it's getting to number 1. That would indicate the platform docking station number. Okay, we hope that it reads the instruction. And now it's ready to dock. It should turn to the left anytime soon. It's slightly turning to the left. Come on, baby, you can do that. Turn to the left. To the left. Yes, like that. Very good. Continue doing that. Turn to the left. Turn to the left. Number 1. You need to dock at station number 1. Number 1. Please do that at number 1. Do not go back to the initial starter. Oh no, he didn't want to dock. Well, nobody's perfect. But this team was very close to perfection. Apparently, he did not read the instructions for docking, number 1. And so the team members are telling the scuba divers pulling it out. Okay, so just got it. So they rotate it in their hands now. Okay, very good. So the scuba diver helps him. And so the scuba diver has gotten the marker, or is doing something underwater now, indicating where the marking should happen. So the team is watching what is going on with their device. The team from Harbin Engineering University, very successful team in our competition, apparently. We want to see them succeed, just like all teams in our international event. Let's see how it goes. So they're attaching to the tether, trying to help it with their attempt. We'll see if the judges would allow the team to do it again. Apparently it has gotten over the 20 minutes it was originally allocating. So the Russian judge is smiling at them. Probably that's a good sign. And the software developers are happy about how it was going. So apparently it's going real smooth. Not perfect, because nobody is perfect, but pretty smooth still. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so the judges are leaving. The IT people are still staying behind. They're asking to sign it. Apparently, we see the end of the mission. All three attempts, even though they have not been perfect, but very close to perfection. We'll see if we are actually seeing the winner of this segment of the international underwater competition. The Chinese judge is talking to the team. Or he's not. He's telling something to the Chinese students. Okay, so we see how the vehicle is being removed from water. Probably they were not allowed to take another attempt. It's a serious moment. It's a mission. So they're pulling it out finally. So we now see one of the more successful underwater vehicles in this event that appears to be hybrid. It both has the features of AUV and ROV because it is attached with a tether. And it's very heavy, as you can see from how difficult it is to handheld it. And we want to see, they're pulling out a segment of it. There's something interesting inside of the piece of technology. Maybe those are batteries, because they would need to recharge. And the Russian journalist is filming them. We hope that there's going to be a beautiful movie about this event once it comes to an end. This is what it looks like. A piece of genius technology that humankind was able to develop by 2024 for the multinational underwater robotics competition and World University Underwater Robot Competition. Okay, the Harbin team is leaving. Let's see if we will have more teams. So we see the docking stations. All teams are meant to dock their SUV at this 1, 2, 3 elements. Most of the teams were docking their vehicles into segment number 1. And we see how our little cameraman in orange outfit is swimming inside of the swimming pool. So the judges are pulling out. So at this point, our show is coming to an end today. We have seen many beautiful teams. Thank you all very much for your attention. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye.